Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and I've had a lot of questions regarding my little trinket box. Let me share with you what I hold inside. It is my little traveling craft box, and all I have inside is stuff to do little craft projects. And right now, it is holding cross stitch. I like to have small projects so that I can pick them up and bring them anywhere I go. Having them in a secure container, such as a wood box that closes, means I can bring this wherever I go, and if it gets banged up, it's going to be fine. It protects everything inside. I can bring this to the doctor's office, throw it in my purse, carry it in the car. It can go anywhere. I like to start with a container that has a little clasp on it. Some of the containers do have magnets. They also work well, but the magnets can come open as you're traveling. These are just simple boxes that you get in the craft department, and a lot of times they have them at the dollar store. They come in all different sizes, all different shapes. When you get them, they're already put together, so the hardware is attached. It's very easy just to get a little screwdriver and take that hardware off at the front and the back. From there, you're going to be able to work on it. You can stain it, paint it, cover it, do whatever you want. When it's painted, you can put the hardware right back on. The holes are going to be there, so you don't have to worry about lining anything up. You can also decorate the box once it's painted. Stickers work great. Old jewelry and belt buckles also work great. It's very easy to snap off the hardware. A pair of needle nose pliers. Just hold on to that and just slowly twist it back and forth. And little by little, that twisting is going to weaken that joint. And before you know it, that piece is going to come off. You can take off all those little metal pieces. Make tiny little movements because you don't want it to rip through to the top. This is a great thing to use up these old belt buckles. Once all the pieces are off, you have a flat surface. You're going to be able to take that and glue it on. An example of glue that you can use is called Fast Tack. It's a permanent glue and it will dry clear, so if any comes over here, you're not going to see it. And just put a little bit of glue on the inside. I try not to get too much around the outside because I don't want it to bleed over. From there, you can just place it down. Press it down for a minute and then let it dry. For the inside, I've already painted it and have sanded it. And you want this really dry before you put any products in it and before you re-put that hardware on. On the top, I like to put magnets to attach my notions. If I want a pair of scissors, I want a magnet to hold that down so that when the lid closes, it stays up at the top. So you do need to test your magnets first. Some magnets are going to be stronger than others. Even though this is a big magnet, it's not overly strong, so it would be great for pins and needles, where this magnet is a lot stronger. You can even place two magnets for something like scissors, so you know they're not going to fall inside the project. Let the magnet stick on the item and then lay it down. There's also a right and wrong side of a magnet. One side is going to work where the other side has the negative pull. So you want the positive pull coming to the top. This is why it's really good if you put it on the item you want to hold there first. That way you know it's in the right position. You can also use these magnets that you can get in the craft stores, and a lot of dollar stores are now carrying them. It's a piece of metal and all of those magnets are loose. Putting a metal plate down also gives you an opportunity to put your pattern down, and that magnet's going to hold that paper onto that surface. So I'm going to put my scissors on one side, that metal plate in the center, and then a couple of magnets to hold my pins and needles. Once I know this is the position I want, I can just hold that magnet down and lift up the pair of scissors. If you want, you can draw a little mark so you know where to put that magnet back. The Fast Tack glue is going to work great. If you find you want a few more pins and needles, you can always make a little pin cushion and put a magnet on the back. It'll either fit on that metal plate or can go right on top of one of those magnets. And once it's all dried, now this is all going to be secure as I travel. It's great for little hand stitching and craft projects, regardless if it's really big, small, or medium size. And in case you're wondering, on the end of my scissors, I have a little point protector. And these little point protectors are made for knitting needles, but they cover the point of my scissors. It keeps everything safe. And that is what's in my little trinket box. So it's a great little container to carry your little handwork and craft projects. Thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe, and as always, come on back. Let's see what we're sewing next time in the sewing room. Bye for now.